Hello, hello, hello. Now we're in the playoff rounds. We got it, we got it. We have all the teams now. The confirmed lineups. Let's see how this looks for everybody. Moreirense facing off against Shanghai Shenhua. Honestly, this is like a new form though. Like all these players are starting to refresh now. It doesn't matter the form that was going into the games. So I think Moreirense shouldn't be stepped on. Even though like they ended their last few games like really badly, I think they're still a strong side, so they can't be left out of this. Shanghai Shenhua also they have some pretty good players. Wanderers versus Waldhof. Waldhof being here is really impressive too. Just like Saarbrücken, they're in third division, so it's really nice to see like representation in this tournament so far. Amiens versus Bastia, two French Ligue 2 sides. It's kind of hard to tell that one again because the form is going to be completely new. And Bastia were like amazing when the tournament started, but as the tournament went on, they got bad. Whereas Amiens started off bad and they got better. Cultural Leonesa versus Guangzhou. Another interesting matchup. If I'd have to tell you who I want to win this, I'd like some Australian representation, so I'd like to see Wanderers get this. So we'll see if they're able to get it. So I'm rooting for Wanderers from this. Otherwise than that, I don't really give a damn. All right, can Moreirense at home defeat Shanghai Shenhua? Let's find out. They can. Lincoln gets a late goal. Lincoln Batista, he didn't score it at all on the thing. Liu Chengyu gets the first goal, then Batista gets the equalizer, and then it goes all the way to Lincoln with the win. Well done. Well fucking done from the Portuguese side, especially against Shanghai. But now they have to fly all the way to China and see if they can get a result there. But at least they're going with one goal of advantage. Let's see this next one. Wanderers versus Waldhof. It's gonna be interesting. Oh fuck! I gotta fix this because I forgot to change. I forgot that Barbarouses isn't a right winger. That was my bad on the. And I made the turn for the first time. Carluccio goes in there. There we go. There we go. Now it's back to the way it should be. My mistake. So Western Wanderers versus Waldhof. Who's gonna win this one in Australia? By the way, Waldhof had a really long flight. Can they get the result? They can. Voelke and Masca get the two goals to get them the advantage. As Barbarouses does get a goal to make it even. So at least there's only a one goal difference. There's still a very big chance Wanderers can make a comeback here. Pause. Let's see if they can. Amiens versus Bastia. I'm personally voting for Amiens here. I'd like to see them advance. I like their kit. I want to say I'm going off the fact that they're a black and white kit. But I have a feeling Bastia are going to destroy this one. Oh, 2-2. Never mind. Very even. Mlakar and Abu Lo. He didn't score at all. Sebas with the goal, Jocelyn and Mlakar. Alright. It's all level. Really not much to say after that. Let's see. Maybe somehow, some way. Let's see. Cultural Leonesa versus Guangzhou. Look at the strong side. I do think Leonesa have the power to defeat this team like by a lot. Which they do. Ribeiro and Manu Justo with the two goals. Damn, that's a really big advantage heading into the second leg. But yeah, can they keep it up? I think they can. Guangzhou, you guys gotta put up. You need Frith Jonsson to do his magic. So that's the end of leg one. Let's see the opposite now. Shanghai Shenhua, they're in China now. Can they overcome the one goal deficit that Moreirense have given them? Let's find out. They're going to need a lot from Teixeira and Mineiro in this one. Can they get it? They can! It's a comeback. Because they get the first goal of Mineiro to get back level. Then Cedric Teguia gets a goal to get back ahead. Mineiro gets another goal to make it tied. And late on in the 88th minute, Yang Zixiang gets the fucking winner. Wow. Well, congratulations, Shanghai. You all managed to make it through. You turned a bad situation into a winning one. I think this is the first time that I can remember the team was losing and they were able to come back in the aggregate. Damn. All right. Congratulations, Shanghai. You advanced to the next round. Moreirense, thank you for participating, but you have been eliminated. Very disappointing for Moreirense. For a long time in the league phase, they were in like 8th spot for a while, and then all of a sudden a bunch of ties in a row, and then some losses, and they fell all the way down to 16th. So it is what it is for them. I think it's justice being served, to be honest. So now Waldhof, they're playing in their stadium, trying to defend a lead against the Seattle Sydney Wanderers. The Sydney Wanderers. Can they do it? It's gonna be close. It's gonna be in Germany. They need to hold on to their 1-goal lead. And they do. They do just that as they defeat Wanderers 1-0 with Lo Kemper with the victory goal. Nice. Very well done from the German side to defeat the Sydney Wanderers, the Western Sydney Wanderers. So congratulations, Wanderers. You were so close to causing an upset by knocking out Catanzaro, but ultimately you have now been eliminated by Waldhof. Which means Waldhof will now be facing off against Shanghai Shenhua in the semifinals, which is going to be a long flight to go all the way to China, but it is what it is. Let's see the next one. Not so long a flight. We have Bastia playing against Amiens, literally their neighborhood team. Let's see. So we have Bastia versus Amiens. This ended in a tie last time. Whoever wins this one, basically the first game didn't happen. So can we get a victory for Amiens, hopefully? No. It's over for Amiens. Sebas and Bathili both get the goals to give them the victory over their French counterparts. They did get a red card to Guidi, so that's going to be interesting to keep a note of and see if they can replace him properly. But Bastia, you will be going into the semifinals. Amiens, thank you for the participation, but you have now been eliminated. Guangzhou are hosting Cultural Leonesa. They have a long fight ahead of them. Can they get it? I find it hard to believe. I think Leonesa have this in the bag. That was the most understatement of the year, bro. Justo with the hat trick. I forgot his guy's name. Changmu gets a goal to try and make it interesting, to make it like 3-1 at the time, but it's just out of control. Yeah, Guangzhou, you had a good league phase tournament, but unfortunately you just couldn't defeat Leonesa, so yeah, I'm sorry, but you have been eliminated. I'm sorry to hear that because it's like it'd be nice to have more Korean representation in the tournament, but you have been eliminated as Leonesa will be advancing to the semifinals against Bastia. Let's see. All right, we have our fucking semifinals. Let's see how it goes. Shanghai Shenhua versus Waldhof, and it's in China. Waldhof have flown all the way to China. Can they get a result against the Chinese side? No, they lose. Saulo Mineiro gets the winning goal for the first leg. All right, so that's going to be a little bit unfortunate for Waldhof, but it's still out to play. 1 goal is nothing. 1 goal is nothing, like my friend Primo says. So we'll see. Next game now we have Bastia hosting Cultural Leonesa. Although they are missing a player now. Guidi, a center back. Roncaglia has to come in for him. And now they have to rely on this guy. Nope. Ziliox as a backup. That's not great. Alright, Bastia, you're playing with that one of your better center backs. Is that going to affect you in this game? Leonesa have a lot of firepower. Can you hold them off? No, you can't. Ribeiro. Again, it's just 1 goal win though. It's not the worst thing in the world. So let's see if it affects you in the second leg. Good victory for Cultura Leonesa, must be said. But now they're going to their stadium to try and fight you off. So that's going to be unfortunate. Unlike here, Shanghai got their job done in their stadium. They got 1-0 win. Can Waldhof use the crowd of their own stadium to defeat the Chinese men? Let's see. Yes, yes, and yes is the answers to that question. 35th minute, Ferrati gets an equalizer, and it goes all the way to extra time, 1-1. Then you have Boyd, who scores in the 100th minute before the second half of extra time, in which at the very end of it, Jason Mensch gets the 3rd goal to firmly and graspingly defeat Shanghai Shenhua. Bro, Waldhof were for a long time, they were like on the verge of being caught by Earthquake Earthquakes like around like match day 34. And now here they are in the final of the playoff. Thank you for playing Shanghai, because Shanghai, you were pretty fucking good too. You had a lot of standout performances, and you have such a good team with Wuxi, Teixeira, and Mineiro, etc. So I'm sorry to say this, but you have now officially been eliminated. And Waldhof, congratulations, you're in the final. You're 1 game away from advancing to the playoffs to hopefully continue your journey. But now to see your opponent, Leonesa are hosting against Bastia. They have their 1-goal lead. Can they take that goal lead into the final to get to the final? They'll be hoping so. Can we rely on them? Let's see. They can. They do just as much as they can. With Chacon, Justo, and Chacon brace, Justo, and Tommy got an early goal to give them hope, tying it 1-1. But 3 goals after that confirmed that Leonesa, Cultural Leonesa, will be advancing to the playoff final. Congratulations to Leonesa. I'm sorry, Bastia. You had a really good start to the tournament, being in the top 4 for like at least the first 10 match days. But some results started going against you, and you started falling off a little bit. Players like Seba stopped scoring, Tommy stopped scoring, and that hurt you guys a lot. So it's unfortunate, but you have officially been defeated and eliminated. And now we have our final. The final consists of Germany's Waldhof versus Spain's Cultural Leonesa. A huge match day, huge game finale. It's going to be playing in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I picked the stadiums randomly. So the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is where this final is going to be held. There you go. Where the final will be held. Germany's Waldhof. Wait, what? Waldhof. There we go. Waldhof will be facing off against Cultural Leonesa. The winner of this will be advancing to phase 2 of the tournament. Can they get it done? It's going to be difficult because, like I said before, Cultural Leonesa have such a strong team. Can they do it? Can they break? Can they do what Saarbrücken couldn't do and get to the final? And we'll find out in 3, 2, 1. And they do. What a fucking finale. What a penalty shootout too. So so they both scored. Ferrati scored the first goal. Then Manu Justo scored the second. Went to extra time. And we got to penalties. Masca misses his penalty. Justo misses his penalty. Ferretti scores his. Sobrino misses his. Diacabi misses his. Collado scores his. Boyd scores his. Bicho scores his. Mendes loses his. So if Cultural Leonesa score this, they win. They miss. Abifade gets his goal. Chacon gets his goal. Klunter gets his goal. And Ivan misses his. Wow, wow, wow. Waldhof have done the upset as they have defeated Cultural Leonesa. Congratulations to Waldhof. Where are they? 12th place. And they got the spot. Waldhof, you're the team to get that 5th spot. Waldhof. Wow, bro. That's cool. It's awesome to see that. Germany's 3rd division side has defeated Spain's 2nd division side. I think it's deserved. Waldhof did have a really good end to their season in the league phase, and really good victories against other opponents, including Shanghai Shenhua, a remontada, you can say, as they were losing 1-0 before they won their game 3-0. And now they went to the final, and they won 4-3 on penalties. So congratulations to Waldhof. You have now qualified for phase 2 of the tournament. Something in that tournament. That was really good. I really enjoyed that one. That was a really good one. Besides the fact that it was very uneven, and I was thinking that this is the first time, but no, we've had a few of them. Look, Crystal Palace 197. This one was very fucking close. Look at that, 86-86. I forgot about how close that was. LAFC wasn't that far off from being a really close matchup either. Freiburg were close to getting that actually. Sevilla got a pretty comfy. So also see that by 4 points. That was wild. 97 points for Manchester United. 97 points is still the highest any team has gotten, which is wild for Manchester United. But there we go. We have all that confirmed now. We have Celta Vigo, Elche, FCSB, and New York City FC in the phase 3. Las Palmas, Orlando City, Columbus Crew, Catanzaro, and Waldhof in phase 2. Very fucking cool, everybody. Very fucking cool. Well, that's it for Group H. What a fun group. Now we gotta go to the next group, which is over here. Which is going to consist of Argentina's Rosario Central, 2nd Division Spain Sporting Gijon, England's Bournemouth, Italy's 2nd Division Spandova. We've had a lot of 2nd Division of Italy and not actually a lot of 1st Division of Italy. I think the only 2 we've had is Roma, right? Am I tripping and thinking that? I don't know. America's Inter Miami. That'd be cool. Some Suarez, some Messi action. Botoshani from Romania. Peterborough from League One. Doncaster from League Two. Hellas Verona from Serie A. I just said that we don't get enough of them. Red Star from French Second Division. Karagumruk from Turkey. Viking from Norway, who just won the Elite Serien, the Norwegian league recently. The UAE's Al Ain. Turkey's Alanyaspor. The League One Gillingham. Greece's Olympiacos. Spain's Getafe. Norway's Haugesund. Switzerland's Grasshopper. I think it's the first Swiss team that we're going to have in the tournament. And England's Brentford. This is a really cool group. There is so many like good sides in this group, so that'll be interesting. And again, I can't stop mentioning the fact that we have all these really good teams coming up too. I can have a little bit of a peek over here with Wuhan Three Towns, Osasuna, that's pretty cool. In Cincinnati, nice. Slavia Praha, very cool. Union Saint-Gilloise, Twente, San Diego FC, okay. And at some point, like I said, let's just look at this random group. We'll have Darmstadt and Stuttgart are the best one right there so far. Atletico Madrid, yeah, they're gonna easily win this group. Well, Al-Ittihad, well, they lost Benzema, so I don't know anymore. Sunderland had a good season. Chicago Fire, eh. We'll have to see. But for now, it's looking very cool. I think it's Group T that have my Barcelona, right? Right? No, it's in Group U over here. My boys, Barcelona. Let's see how that one goes. But for now, I'm going to call it a night. I need to work really early tomorrow, so I'm definitely get some sleep. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 7 hours to sleep. I'll take all the time I can get to sleep, because right now it is getting closer and closer to seeing how cool this fucking group can be. But thank you for watching. I'll see you guys for Group I whenever that's available. Bye-bye.